There's nothing wrong about going to a 2-year. There's nothing wrong about being in a 2-year. A girl is back. She's back. It's been so long, like. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time, but like I said in the video in the beginning, is back. Okay. So on today's video, I'm going to talk about why I felt so ashamed for some time going to a community college. Yeah, let's get right into it. So I always wanted to go to a community college. Actually, I always wanted to go to a 2-year. Since I was in high school, I would visit 2-year colleges, and I was like, that's where I want to go. Like, I'm gonna go. High school was just so, I was over high school. Okay, it's not that it was bad, but at the same time, I was just so over it. I felt so isolated in high school. I just wanted to get out of that environment and just go to college. Okay, you could have told me that there's a basement and there's a small college there, and I would have been there. You couldn't be like, that's your option, girl. I would have been like, oh yeah, cool. So apart from always wanted to go to a 2-year, another reason why I went to a 2-year is because I didn't take the SAT. So I took the PSAT and I got a score of like 800. And mind you, I didn't even know I was gonna take that PSAT. I just showed up and they were like, today's the PSAT, and I was just like, what? Like, I'm like, was I the only one that wasn't informed? So I got a score of 800 on my PSAT, and like a few people made me feel bad about having that score, which I don't, because you know you should be in the 1200s or like the thousands or whatever, which I understand, but still at the same time I showed up, they didn't even study, and I got a score of 800. So to me that was kind of pretty. And then come the SAT. The SAT, I overslept. So SAT was like at 9 in the morning, and a girl did not wake up. I showed up to school like, hey, 11 o'clock, like what happened was like, see, what happened was we overslept. So yeah, I ended up missing the SAT, and I asked if I could retake it. They were like, yeah, but you have to pay for it out of pocket this time. I don't know about you, but the fact that I already had the fact that I didn't even want to take this, and now you're telling me that I need to pay out of pocket, best believe Rose is out. Rose is not taking this SAT. So I ended up not taking this SAT, and you know, community college is the only way to go. So I go to Kingsborough. If you don't know, it's located in New York, Brooklyn, New York. Okay, so I didn't care that it was a 2-year or 4-year, like whatever. I did not care. I was just excited to be there. But then 2 months and like months passed, like 2 months passed, 3 months passed, semester's almost over. I started joining clubs and started to get more people, and the way people were talking about this 2-year as if it's the worst thing in the world, I'm just like, wait a minute, is a 2-year that bad? Because I seem to have missed something, because I'm just so excited to be here, and people are like, I just want to do 1 semester and get out. I'm just gonna do 1 year and get out. Like, it's just terrible. Like, it's terrible here. They don't have this, they don't have that. I'm just like, okay, at that point I'm just like, all right, like my mindset started to change. I kind of lost that excitement that I had, that motivation that I had in the beginning. I completely lost it, to be honest. Like, it left. Sis packed up her bag and left. So that's when I kind of started feeling ashamed for going to a 2-year. Mostly, yeah, because of people, and then second was because I knew that I wanted to go to medical school, and hearing that a 2-year would not look good in my application stressed me out even more, and like I completely was just like, okay, all right. You know, I didn't want to tell people that I was going to Kingsborough. I didn't want to tell people that I was going to a community college. Like, if you ask me, I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to college, but I would hope that you don't ask me which college. You know what I mean? Because I did not want to say that's where I was going, and that's part of feeling ashamed, you know. And then the second effect that had on me was I was in such a hurry to go to a 4-year. I was in a hurry to get out of that 2-year. Same as high school, same way that I was just like, oh, I'm so over this high school. It was the same for my 2-year. Like, I wasn't over the 2-year. I was enjoying my year. Being in a hurry made me lost a few opportunities that I could have taken advantage of. For example, I could have done my community services, my internships and everything, but no, I was so focused on getting the classes ready to get out. And then another thing is like, I was a bio major my first year and a half, right? I was a bio major. Last minute I changed my major because I wanted to get out so bad, because if I had stayed in bio I would have had to do an extra semester. So I was just like, no, I want that. I want to get out of here. Exactly 2 years. Stop playing games. Four semesters max. Okay, I was not playing games. I needed to get out, so I changed my major just to get out. So that was one of the effect that had on me. And also another effect I would say is like just being ungrateful, and last minute I didn't get to enjoy the environment. I didn't get to enjoy fully. So winter and spring I kind of was just like on my 10 toes trying to get out, trying to get A's in my classes in order to get out, rather than seeing and just being grateful for the environment that I was in my 2 year, because I never am going to get that in my 4 year. I haven't, and I never will. I was in college. I was in this program called College Discovery, and we were so close, and it was just so nice. I had everything just laid out for me there, and I'll never be able to get that in a 4 year. I never, like I said, I haven't gotten it, and I never will. I know that I will never get it. And I say all this to bring awareness to that situation, feeling ashamed of going to a 2 year or being at a position in life. So you shouldn't be ashamed. There's nothing wrong with going to a 2 year. Think of a 2 year as your first 1 and 2 steps. Well, I mean, like literally it kind of is, because it's 2 years and it's sort of like 1 and 2. So your first 1 and 2 steps, you know what I mean? Are we clicking? A 2 year has so many opportunities. If you have that mindset that you just want to go in and out, you're gonna miss on so many opportunities. During your 2 year, do your researches, do your internships, do your community services. Take that time to do so much, especially if you are thinking of going to a 4 year, because a 4 year you have 2 years left, right? Actually it feels like a year, because you're getting everything ready. Last minute you're trying to get that research in, last minute you're trying to get that internships in. It feels like a year. I don't know if it's just me, maybe it's just me, but I feel so rushed, and I feel like I need to get my life ready. I feel like that's how people in their 40s think, right? I need to have that kid because, you know, age is coming in. Like, it's kind of like that for me in my 4 year now. And, you know, there are opportunities there that I'm not able to participate in because I have more important things to take care of. So there's that. I know this video might not make sense to some people, but I know that me and a few other people, we do feel like a 2 year is not the place to be, or that you might not be as smart as people that are in a 4 year or something. There's much more than going to a 2 year. Imagine going to a 4 year, right? It's considered a good school, but you don't do anything there. You don't take advantage of the opportunities there. Then what's the point of being there? What is the point of being in a place, in an environment where you're not taking advantage of all the opportunities that it provides you? Yes, environment is important. What you make of it is the only thing that matters, to be honest. And the only reason why I had come back to this realization is because I would always worry about, how would this look in my application, right? How would a 2 year, since it's so horrible, people make it sound so horrible, how is it going to look in my application? That was one of the things that I worry about. And you know, I met this guy and he was just like, girl, nobody cares what school you go to. They have a list of classes that you need for medical school, and they have a certain requirements that it doesn't matter where you do it, as long as you have them. After he told me that, that excitement came back, that motivation came back, that drive that I had in the beginning kind of came back, you know. Like I said in the beginning, I was just so excited to be in college, and I lost that completely, and it came back right after that guy said that to me. I said, oh, it's back, honey, sis is back. And last semester of my 2 year, I was going so crazy, I was just so excited. I was getting A's, and I was just like, I love being here. So trust me, you want to make the best out of your 2 year. Just being in college is a wonderful thing. just being there is a wonderful thing, okay? So the fact that we even care about where we go is crazy. And also, this is not to bash anyone that don't want to go to a 2-year. You don't want to go, no one cares. But yeah, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong about going to a 2-year. There's nothing wrong about being in a 2-year. You know, make the best out of it. And that's the best advice that I could give. But yeah, I always wanted to do college videos. If you enjoy these kind of videos, please let me know. And also tell me your experience. If you have experienced this, let us know. If you have advice for people you never know who might be looking at this video, please put it in the comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will be on my way. Bye.